All right, now we need to let's hit some radius dimensions. We got our 14 there. We've got this one. And we have this one, which we'll pull down here. And we're going to do an override of 2xr. Put a space in there, 2xr, just like it's shown in the textbook. Okay. And we've got our big radius here. That looks like a good spot for it. Got this one, radius 22. Okay, that looks like all of those. Now we got a lot of tolerance dimensions, so we've got to make a new dim style. So we're going to go new, and we're going to call this one tolerance. Start with decimal, okay? And we want to go to the tolerance page tab over here. Sorry. I lost my note. There it is. Okay. We're going to change to limits as far as our type. Precision, 2 decimal places is good. Upper values, we'll leave it 0 because all of them are kind of different. We want to change them. Vertical position, let's change that to bottom. Align, 0 suppression. Let's leave those unchecked because we want to show all of our our zeros that we're going to have on tolerances. Okay, so we'll say okay. And now let's set that to our current mode. And let's start with the circle here, the hole. And let's place that. And let's go with diameter here. We're going to place these and then come back in and modify them. Got that, and I've got a linear right here. And let's pull that. Actually, that one needs to be about here. This one needs to come out. Okay. Now let's set about modifying these. I tell you what, this one, I need to move this one because I know something else is coming out down the pike here. So let's move that. So we'll go to properties and scroll down to the tolerances section. And this one, our upper limit needs to go up. I'm going to pull that out a little bigger so I can read those. Tolerance limit upper, 0.05. Okay, so I change that, 12.7, 12.75. That's what it's supposed to be. Now let's do the same down here. And it's the upper needs to be 0.03. Okay, so that's good. This one here, I want to move that. So it's outside. And then we want to go in and modify that one. 0.05. Okay. Okay, I had to pause the video for just a moment. Uh, we're back. Now I need to add an angle dimension here. So let's go back to our decimal style, and I'm going to put in a temporary line, excuse me, a temporary line from center to center. And then I want to do an angle dimension off of that center line and that line. And I'm going to pull it up here. That looks pretty good. And then delete that line. Or I tell you what, even better, we could put that on our center line layer, and that would that'd look very similar to what the textbook has. So that let's see, I'm just checking my notes, make sure we got everything. Pitch 7 to our radius there. That. Okay, so that looks good for the front view. Let's come up here to our side view. We've got a couple of tolerance dimensions that we'll place here. So let's go back and change our dimension style. We've got this one up here, and then this one at the bottom also. So let's go in and edit this one. Let's see, upper limits need to go up by 0.06. And this one, this one goes both ways. It's got an up and a down. So our lower, or excuse me, the upper is 0.01. Let's see, I think the bottom is 0.25. Yeah. Okay, so I got those two. And let's see, while we're at it, we've got a tolerance up here in the top view that we can go ahead and put in since we got that dimension style open. I'm going to pull that one out a little long. And let's see, upper of 0.06. Okay, so now we can go back to our decimal dimension style. And here we've got one there. Go easy. Whoa, where'd it go? Pull that one in a little bit. And then we've got one more right here. Snap to there, and then pull that to the outside. That looks a little crowded over here. I'm going to pull this one out also. Okay. Just want to check and make sure nothing's, like too crowded in the way. Crossing, this is kind of an unusual situation right here. Normally we don't cross dimension lines, but because we've got a slot in the center line of the slot, it's kind of permitted. I think with all of our dimensions there, I believe. 38, 8, 18, 36. We don't have a total height. Okay. Now we're going to have to play with this dimension. Okay, that fit in there nicely. We got the 13, the 20, 28, 22, 57, the 2XR, 19, 22, 49, 15 degrees, 19, 9, 14, the 6, and 16, and the 12. All right, looks like we got them all there. We do have some notes that we're going to put in up here. Let's see, still on my dimension layer, I can do that, or I can go to text. They're pretty much the same. And I'll go multi-line text up here. And this is 1045. Oh, all caps. Steel plate. Finish all over. 2 required. There's my note. The metric box is already in the template, and then you'll fill in all the information down here in the title bar. Okay, and so that's what your drawing should look exactly like this when you turn it in and submit it in the Dropbox.